items that I have purchased recently. A couple of weeks ago, I bit the bullet and bought myself a MacBook. Something I've been thinking about for a while now. We did have a iMac, which I was using previously, but it was starting to become very irritating not having it in laptop form, so I could take it out, do some work on the train, etc, etc. So I bought this. I love it to pieces. This is the MacBook Pro in the 15.4 inch size. I went for the 512GB hard drive version, and this kind of skin that I got for this was from Dbrand, and it's great. It's really, really good. I can tell that it's pretty hard wearing. It was so hard to put on the laptop though, and I don't know whether that's just me and me being really impatient, but actually lining this thing up made me want to break things. But I think it looks beautiful, so I would recommend this. I would say you need a lot of patience to put it on. From putting it on, I can tell that it's not going to leave any like sticky residue on the laptop, because I had to peel it off, put it back on quite a number of times to get it somewhat lined up. But they do back stickers as well. They do one that goes on the inside. Personally, I just wanted a nice one on the lid. I think that this is really cute. Helps to differentiate it from Lloyd's as well, because Lloyd has literally exactly the same laptop. We needed something to tell them apart from each other, so I was like, oh, I know, I'll put a sticker on mine. So the next thing on the list really was to get some sort of bag to carry around in. Now, I don't like the messenger style bags. They've just never really worked for me, especially when I'm carrying quite a lot of weight. I find that I get like shoulder problems on the side that the strap is, and so I wanted a backpack version. I looked at a few different options and I settled on this one. This is the Herschel Harrison backpack. They had quite a few different laptop backpacks, so it was kind of difficult to choose which one to go for, but they do have really good pictures on the website which shows you the inside pocket configuration, which led me to purchase this one because I really enjoyed the amount of pockets that it had, and the lining on all of the Herschel bags. If you've ever bought anything from them, you will know it's all red and stripy, and it's kind of fun. On their website, this bag is £80. I got it in the Urban Outfitters sale for £30. And when I was looking for some reviews of this bag, I only really found one on YouTube, so I thought it would probably be quite handy for anyone else considering buying this bag if I gave a bit of a rundown of what was in it. So let's start with the front. Front pocket has got this little red pocket, which has got some different sections in it, which is really handy actually, because I'm always carrying around this thing. This is my train pass. There's a section in it for that. There's sections for pens and things like that. There's a little zip section where I keep my earplugs in case I ever go to a gig. And then there is a little clip section, so I can clip in the pouch for my Bose Soundsports, which are the Bluetooth headphones that I use. So I quite like the fact that this front pocket, not only is it really well laid out, but it's massive as well. So I can fit like purse, phone, anything that I need to be able to get to quickly fits in this front pocket, which is great. On the side, just got another small zip here. Apparently this is meant for a phone. I use it for hand sanitizer and a lip balm. I don't actually know if my phone would fit in there. Let's check this out. So mine is the iPhone 7 Plus, which is quite big. Oh no, it does fit in there. I could keep my phone in there if I wanted to, but I don't. Phone goes in there. On the other side, which is another reason that I went for this bag over I think the Pop Quiz was the other one that I was looking at, but it didn't have the little water bottle holder, and I'm always carrying a water bottle around with me, and it gave me an excuse to buy a nice one. So this is the 500ml bottle. It's from Typo. They do loads of different designs, but it fits perfectly into that little side pocket. Now, moving on to the top of the bag, this is quite handy, and I think a lot of their backpacks have this, but there's a little sunglasses pouch on top. It's actually kind of fur lined, so you could probably keep sunglasses in there without a case quite easily, but I'm just not going to risk that. So I keep my little paper chase one in there with my sunglasses. Before we have a look inside, just have a look at the straps. These are quite nicely padded, which is great when you're carrying a lot of weight around. I've been using this bag for a couple of weeks now, and it's honestly so comfortable, even when it's got like my laptop, my tech bag, everything else in it. Super comfy to wear. And it's really sturdy as well, like you can adjust it, but you can tell like it's not just attached to the bag, it's attached to these little material bits here, which just gives it a little bit more strength. Inside the bag, again, you've got some nice pocket configurations in here. So laptop section At the back, fur lined, quite comfy. There are some downsides to this, which I will come back to in just a moment. Got a little section in here. This one's meant to be for an iPad, but I use it to keep my bullet journal in there. For anyone that doesn't know what a bullet journal is, basically kind of write up my own diary each week, and it allows me to track things that I want to. So like at the moment I'm tracking my water intake, so I've got a little chart down here telling me how much water I've had. I find it kind of therapeutic just using pens and paper. I don't know why, but that is that, and it comes around with me everywhere. So that is just in the front pocket there, along with this teeny tiny pencil case, which is just the right size to pop in there. This is my purse. And again, another pocket for that, so I always know where it's going to be. And then there's a couple of extra pockets down there, which honestly I don't have anything to put in them, but it's quite nice to have them there in case I ever did. And again, there's like these little hook sections, so I always carry a reusable bag around with me, so I always know where that is. And even with all of that, there's just so much space in this bag. It is massive. I love it. I'm really, really glad I chose this bag. However, it is not perfect, which brings me on to some of the downsides of this bag. So when I bought it, I wanted to put my laptop in a case in this back section. So I thought, right, I'm gonna get the Herschel bag in the 15-inch size with a matching Herschel laptop case in the 15-inch, because surely they would make that fit into their backpack. Oh no they didn't. So let me just show you the issue that I have with this bag.
So before we start this next section, I just wanted to put in a bit of a disclaimer to say that I do fully realise that the bag was not designed with the intention of fitting a laptop in a sleeve into that back section. The point I'm trying to make is that the bag itself does fit the laptop in, so it would have been much more useful if they'd made that back section bigger so that you did have the flexibility to use it in that way. Lisa out.
So it's all well and good the fact that it's got this laptop section. However, doesn't fit. So the only way to get a laptop to fit in the back section of this bag is to actually not use a case with it and to just slide it in like that. And I don't know about you, but I do not feel comfortable carrying around my £2,500 laptop with this bit showing. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel secure enough to me. So that is kind of disappointing, especially since they've made the bag big enough to fit a laptop in. The way I've been carrying this around is actually just putting this in the main section of the bag, so in front. Now, it fits easily. Like, they made this bag big enough to fit a laptop in. So why not make the laptop section big enough to fit a laptop in a bag? Surely that would just be the smart thing to do. So that back section is kind of wasted at the moment, and I'm in two minds as to whether to try and find a tighter laptop bag, although even without any sort of sleeve on it, I really struggle to get that laptop in there. It's not a massive space. Or option number two, which is the one I'm edging towards, is these sections at the top, there's like elastic keeping it in, and then there's like a hole there. I'm thinking about cutting the inside of the bag so that the elastic kind of keeps the top of the laptop where it needs to be, and then the bottom bit is stitched in, so the laptop sleeve is never going to be able to kind of hit the bottom of the bag because of that bottom section there. If I cut down those sides, it should mean that I should be able to fit my laptop in its sleeve in that back section. So that is definitely the biggest negative point I have about this bag. And in fact, the other one, totally minor thing, this version of the Herschel logo I don't like as much as this version. Originally when I was thinking about going for the pop quiz one, it does have this logo on it, so I felt a bit sad about that, but I got over it. So there are some things that kind of stop me from 100% being like, oh my god, this is the best bag for carrying a laptop around in. But all in all, I don't think I'm going to be looking for another one because I really like most of the features of this bag, so I'm probably going to stick with this one. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is this. This is a tech organiser, so you can keep all of your chargers and things in there. So this fits perfectly into the bag, and it's got some really great sections in there. So all of my wires, so over here we've got iPhone charger. Then we've got my SoundSport charger and my Fitbit charger. And then in this section over here, pink thing down the bottom, that's the hard drive that I went for. So this is a Lacy 2 terabyte hard drive. They're meant to be super, super reliable. Also loved it because it was pink. And I keep a little screen wipe down the bottom there as well. So just something to clean the screen with. Up here we've got a few other bits. So just some extra wires. So the Lacy hard drive came with both a USB-C adapter and a standard USB one, because the new version of the MacBook doesn't have any standard USBs on it, which I'm sure you all know, but it hasn't bothered me too much, to be honest with you, because I got one of these. So it's like an adapter, so it goes in, and then I've got 3 USBs, an SD card reader, mini SD card reader, and HDMI out port, which is quite handy. So this was like £30 off Amazon. It's from a brand called Cool, and it seems to be really good so far. I've used it quite a lot. And then the other section of this bag, it kind of looks a bit like a lunchbox actually, has got just this deep space here for some of the bulkier items. So just massive. Like, I don't know why they made it this big, but it fits quite nicely in there. I've also got a mouse, which is a standard wired USB mouse. I did buy a wireless one and it was just atrocious, so that's being sent back because it was like the most non-responsive thing I've ever tried to use. I always keep one of these just in case I need to charge my phone or my iPad on the go. So there's this little Velcro section here, which is the perfect size for my iPad, and it all just zips up nicely into there, so I know that I've always got all of the wires that I need. So I think this is great. It was only about £18 off Amazon. I'll pop the links to anything that is available online down below, so that you can check it out if you're in the market for something like this. I had no idea how well these would match either, so I think that's pretty perfect. They were made for each other, and I know this thing looks massive, but it fits in there quite easily. Quite a lot of space. I can fit it in there with the laptop as well. That is pretty much everything that I had to show you guys today. So all in all, bag amazing. I just really wish that they'd thought about fitting a laptop in a sleeve in that back section, because that would have made it perfect. I'm probably gonna go with the cutting option. I just think for me, in order to function in the way that I need it to, I need that laptop to go into the back space, because putting it in the front of it means that I can't really fit much else in the bag, and it's just a massive wasted space at the back of it. So I might give that a go. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful. But if you've got any questions about anything, then just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. I'll probably do more of these in the future when I buy some new stuff. Not for a while though, because that laptop was expensive. I'm going to finish up this video here. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.